First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Rokakodash. Yahweh is to this world ignorantly calls God. Yahushai is to this world ignorantly calls Jesus. Bahashem means in the name, Rokah means spirit, and Kodash means holy. And that's on the Paleo Hebrew. Also to give double honors to the elder bishops and apostles of Great Millstone that taught me this truth. And today's video, I'm not sure what I'm going to title it, but I wanted to go into this guy, Peter Thiel. And I'm going to play this video. Let's get straight into it.
You would prefer the human race to endure, right?
Uh,
You're hesitating.
Yeah, well,
yes?
I don't know. I would.
This is a long hesitation. This is a long hesitation.
There's so many questions implicit
Should
in
the
this.
human race survive?
Yes.
Okay.
But I also would. I also would like us to radically solve these problems.
Right.
And so it's always, I don't know. Transhumanism is this. The ideal was this radical transformation where your human natural body gets transformed into an immortal body. And there's a critique of, let's say, the trans people in a sexual context, or transvestite is someone who changes their clothes and cross dresses, and a transsexual is someone where you change your penis into a vagina. And we can then debate how well those surgeries work. But we want more transformation than that. The critique is not that it's weird and unnatural. It's so pathetically little. And okay, we want more than cross dressing or changing your sex organs. We want you to be able to change your heart and change your mind and change your whole body. And then Orthodox Christianity, by the way, the critique Orthodox Christianity has of this is these things don't go far enough. Like that transhumanism is just changing your body, but you also need to transform your soul, and you need to transform your whole self. And so,
right. But the other, wait. Sorry. I generally agree with what I think is your belief that religion should be a friend to science and ideas of scientific progress. I think any idea of divine providence has to encompass the fact that we have progressed and achieved and done things that would have been unimaginable to our ancestors. But it still also seems like, yeah, the promise of Christianity in the end is you get the perfected body and the perfected soul through God's grace, and the person who tries to do it on their own with a bunch of machines is likely to end up as a dystopian character.
Well, let's articulate this.
And you can have a heretical form of Christianity, that says something else.
I don't know. I think the word nature does not occur once in the Old Testament, and so if you and there is a word in which a sense in which the way I understand the Judeo-Christian inspiration is it is about transcending nature. It is about overcoming things, and the closest thing you can say to nature is that people are fallen, and that's the natural thing in a Christian sense is that you're messed up, and that's true. But there's some ways that with God's help, you are supposed to transcend that and overcome that.
And that was a little snippet of this guy, Peter Thiel. Which this guy is a billionaire, has 20.8 billion, co-founded PayPal, and is essentially, one of the top guys that has influence over the world when it comes to technology. And that's his mentality, is, hey, all this trans shit, that's not enough, he said. He said we need to we need to, combine machine with body. We need to be immortal. And that's essentially what he was saying, is he was going into how we have to be immortal. And ultimately what he is fulfilling is this right here. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 3, it says, "Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition." And when it's talking about the man of sin, it's talking about these Edomites. Okay, this guy is a cold-blooded Edomite, man. Just based on his spirit and what he's talking about, he's an Edomite because he has that God complex. Okay, and he's gonna do it by the way of AI, by the way of technology, and the chip. They're not gonna get to the level of immortality, but they're striving for it. And it all starts, with that chip. So this guy is gonna be a big push towards that. He's literally telling you the trans shit is not enough. We have to transform the mind, be able to change your heart, be able to change, your organs, your limbs. That way you can live forever. 2 Thessalonians 2 and 4, "Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God." Right, so he goes against everything that the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai has ordained, and he believes he himself is the Most High. And that's why they're trying to seek that immortality. Now, this guy on the right completely cut him. Completely cut him. Because he said that if immortality comes from the Most High, and you're trying to seek that out, through a machine, making a bunch of machines and, on your own will, you're the dystopian person of the character, that ultimately falls. And, when he told them that, he went cold silent because that is the truth. Is these people are the end of the world. Okay, second Ezra 69, Esau is the end of the world and Jacob's the beginning of it that followeth. And it's going to end because these are the people in power, pushing this type of mindset, and ultimately this is their plan. Right? This is the image of the beast. Okay, image going into their plan. Okay, what they aspire to do. Their image is to be immortal and have full control over all the people. So let's read this in Revelation 13 and verse 16. It says, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name." Right, and that's going into the chip. Okay, the mark of the beast is the chip. And, what this guy is talking about is a digital world, which the chip is going to be involved in that world. So without that chip, guess what? You're not going to be able to do anything. Nothing at all. And, when you go into all these comments, all these people have realized, demon, attempting to usurp God. And, many people have called him the Antichrist. Says this is all demonic. What a fool. So it says in the scriptures that as the leader is, so are the people. Because this is going to be pushed on a worldwide scale. This mentality is going to be pushed hard, okay, as the years go by. And the people are going to accept it because they're not going to have another option. It's going to be either accept this or you're completely plugged out of society. So, one thing about this guy, he has a company called Palantir. And recently they came out with this software called Palantir Gotham. And it says Palantir Technologies uses its Palantir Gotham software to facilitate predictive policing, which helps law enforcement agencies anticipate and prevent crime. Gotham is an intelligence tool for militaries, intelligence agencies, and police departments, worldwide designed for data analysis and threat detection, enabling a more proactive approach to public safety by predicting crime hotspots and potential offenders. And this is so crazy because what he's doing is they're going to be looking into specific people, pulling over specific people, arresting specific people because of some AI algorithm that, sees the commonalities and the trends in, what's the word? In offenders, in terrorists, in thieves. They find a trend, and if you fit that trend, guess what? And you might do it, so we're going to lock you up. And this is ultimately going to be used, to attack the prophets of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. The brothers out there making the videos because, hey, in the eyes of this society, we're a target. We're a target. The same way Yahushua was a target back then because he was talking about this kingdom is going to fall and I'm going to raise up a new kingdom. And they thought he was talking about sedition and tearing down the Roman government himself. The same mentality, they're going to have it here today, thinking that we're going to be the ones doing something on the carnal tip. When in actuality, the scriptures say that the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but spiritual. So we're not going to do nothing. We're going to wait till Yahweh Bashim Yahushua does it. But just the fact we have the mentality, we push so hard that these Edomites are the devil and that this is going down, they're going to use that to say that, they're going to do some type of terrorist attack to push, their belief system. And just off that, your ass is locked up. Which, there was actually a movie, made going into this in 2017. It says, Minority Report is the movie called. It says, what is the predictive policing movie? John works with the pre-crime police, which stops crimes before they take place. With the help of three precogs who can foresee crimes, events ensue when John finds himself framed for a future crime. And that's exactly the reality we're about to enter. Is Tom Cruise, Tom Cruise who played, the main character, he was framed for a crime that he never did, but the AI algorithm said he was gonna do it. Hey, you watching it in a movie, but it's literally real life now. So, hey, I just want to make a quick video going into that, and hopefully, this is edifying and brings out some new information because not a lot of people are talking about, this guy Peter Thiel, what he's doing, and this is all being brushed under the rug, but it's massive. So hopefully this is edifying. With that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahushua Ba'Shem, Rokakodash, and double honors to the elder bishops and apostles of Great Millstone that taught me this truth. Shalom to you, Shalom.